Alright, welcome to the Sound of Silence with myself, DrumPIPO. You know how I do it every single time. Not disappointing. Africa's #1 entertainment show. We are still shooting season 3 and I'm hanging out right here in Swakopmund, Namibia. You don't want to miss out. I'll be chatting with one of my brothers actually. He comes from, he's a native of this country and he's an amazing musician. You don't want to miss out on this. And of course, if you have missed any of these shows, make sure that you head to DNTV Demand and catch up on all our previous episodes. One more time, a very warm welcome to the Sound of Silence with myself, DrumPIPO. Stay tuned. The Sound of Silence with DrumPIPO. Alright, welcome back to the Sound of Silence with myself, DrumPIPO, and today I'm doing a special edition for one of my very good brothers right here in Swakopmund, Namibia. You don't want to miss a thing. It's gonna be beautiful right here on the show. My brother.
Bro,
How you doing, man?
Nah, man, I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. Good to
man.
have you. Good to have you.
Thanks for
on the
having me,
Sound of
man.
Silence.
It's like I was looking forward to this so
That's
much.
it. That's
Past
it.
couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm quite excited to be here and have this talk with you. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
How's music? How's it going?
Well, creatives, we like to moan and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think we can be grateful this time of the year.
That's right.
Past 2 years we haven't been able to perform.
Beautiful.
We haven't been able to interact with our audiences the
Yeah.
way we like to. Things are slowly getting back to normal or to some degree of normality.
Semi-normal.
Yeah. And me specifically, I've been lucky enough the past 2 years working on content, working on music,
Yeah.
and then releasing some new music this year. I got to meet some very interesting, like-minded
That's right.
creatives on social media, people that I would never have met previously, but because
Yeah.
we're spending so much time
Yeah.
on the networks these days, I got to meet these people.
Yeah.
You are one of them. Another
That's
one's
it.
my brother Emmanuel had on Urban Life magazine. Shout out to him. even.
Yeah.
But it's awesome meeting these people online and then realizing, man, we've got so much in common, even
That's
though
it.
we come from such diverse backgrounds.
Right.
So yeah, the music is moving. The music
But
is moving.
what
forward.
else do you do besides music? What all do you do? Let me put it that
Okay,
way.
yeah. So I'm a writer, like that's my thing. I'm a storyteller. I
Yeah.
write. I've recently started getting more into photography and videography.
Beautiful.
I'm picking up a bit of techniques from Rainer, for instance. He's the videographer at Nautilus Media,
Yeah.
and it's always awesome working with him because he's got such a different way of looking at things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's helped me a lot to get into the field and try and understand. I'm doing a lot of freelance work as well as part of the Nautilus team,
Yeah.
on movie sets, on adverts, documentaries, whatever. I'm getting into editing. I'm just trying to soak up as much knowledge
Yeah.
as I can
That's right.
before.
But look, you said you're into a lot of writing. When it
Yes.
comes to your music, what is your writing process like? Do you have to be in a specific mood to be able to write a song? Does it come even when you're sleeping, when you're writing, or when you're just driving around? I mean, when do you have inspiration to write?
Yeah,
music?
so with me, the slightest
Hmm.
thing can set me off
Okay.
creatively.
Okay.
Many years ago, I was working at the joinery company,
Yeah.
and we had these strips of planks that we always cut off the wood.
Yeah.
They were lying around, and at some stage during the day, I couldn't find a piece of paper to write on,
Yeah.
so I started writing on one of those.
Okay.
So that's how it is with me. Like I can never tell you, okay, I'm about to go and write or whatever. It
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it happens instantaneously, and when it happens, I just try and make sure that I'm mentally in the right state of mind
That's it.
to tap into it. And at the end of the day, you see, the way I see it, we aren't really the ones bringing this art into the world. The art is here. We are only like
The
a
vehicles.
doorway,
Yeah.
doorway for
Yeah.
the art. Like we just here to create this moment, this opportunity for the art to actually speak to the masses, and that's
That's
why
right.
we're here. And if we as artists aren't tuned into our mental health, like our physical health, our emotional state,
Yeah.
And if we aren't aware of these things, then we can't really tap into the creative process like that. That's how I see it. Yeah.
So when you look at the whole, I mean, let's say the African industry, what do you think Namibian music lacks?
An identity, a clear identity. I had this very conversation with someone yesterday.
Yeah.
Namibians, I'm proud of my people.
Right.
We are extremely good at copying what other people do and then doing it better in some degrees.
But they say the best artists are artists that steal from people.
Yeah.
You know?
But now we've perfected the art of stealing. Now we need to bring in our own uniqueness. Namibia is a country, we're like 50 years old.
Yeah, and the amazing thing that I find very interesting here is the language.
Yeah.
I always say that Africa is so beautiful and blessed with a whole lot of, you get the click sounds.
The different dialects.
You go up to West Africa, you have a lot of nasal sounds.
Yes.
No clicks at all. It's so beautiful all over. And I think if we use what we have, we can always have, upper hand on the industry.
Yeah, I think truly there's been artists, like musicians in this country. I'm talking about the older musicians like the Jackson Kayoas and the Samuel Vleermeis and them. Like these guys, Gonnie Klaas, and these guys tapped into their cultural heritage, and they had a unique sound.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the sound wasn't exported to a high degree back then, but now we're in an opportunity where it can be done. What I'm saying?
Yeah.
And coming from a hip hop background, especially, I feel there's nothing better than finding something that's unique to your culture, to your background, especially when it comes to music, and recreating it, making it fresh, making it new, not stealing it.
That's right.
Like taking what you can from it, the positives, and just creating something new for yourself. And I think that's what Namibian music lacks. We've got so many people, hardworking people, that's putting in the work, like Llewellyn Adams of Donlu, for instance. Like this guy is putting in his spare time to help musicians out there. The Donlu streaming platform is like one of the biggest platforms right now for African musicians. And it's expanding even more.
That's right.
You've got this wonderful studio, Nautilus Studio.
That's right.
People should be open and willing to come here and come and experience it. Come and see what it is like to be here.
That's right.
I can mention so many names, bro. I feel the support system is there. But now it's time that we as artists really start digging into our creative potential. Definitely.
That's right. No, great, man. You know what we'll do? I just want these people to see one of your music videos. Let them just enjoy the music a little bit, and then we'll come back and talk some more.
Awesome.
All right.
Sida kupnga komsika, taking Nia Koya Kariam Kwa, Elop Quatura Gan Quaka, Habitani Iska Goose AC, taking ice goose in me.
En as ons stilraak, net voor die son sak, sal ons nie dit so aandag bly. Ja, uit 'n stofstraat, op 'n singplaat, sal niks ons onderkry.
Wat het geword van Martha Fort, koel deur die kerk, soos Anton se kop, ken daar as 'n lewe, vir ewig gerop, op tog teen bedrog en vis word vrot. Land van die slaaf, Agap se vrees, Magdalena Stoffels kan ons nooit vergeet. Dalikie, Wasserval, ons soek nog steeds. Klein Eva, sal jy ons vergeef? Tualo Loka, ja ons is moeg, massamoord, karreeboomvloer. Ons vryheid word gevoed met bloed. Dronken stier, oorlaai met spoed. Ja asseblief, laat my land nie sterf. Die keer se brand, en die ans nog ver. Alles ons afbeen, bly ons bene sterk. Gee elkeen sy myl en sy erf.
En as ons stil raak, net voor die son sak, sal ons steeds op aandag bly. Ja, uit de stofstraat op 'n singplaat sal niks ons onderkry.
Namibiërs, die beloofde volk. Spraak buis maar verkeerd vertolk. Elites ry alleen die golf. 'n blinde oog op wat die nasie kort. Armoede op hul uitgestort. Wat sal het kos om hulle uit te sort? Beloftes van Arambe, wat het van die geword? Die oes is ryk, maar man kyk net sy eie bord. Want korrupties mos 'n ryk man sport. Regte leiers niks erkenning nie. Hulle wannabe, hulle ken hom nie. Disclaimer, where the bone freeze, sware kry. Ons party trick, choices made, with boxes ticked, gladde bekkies, ja die tong is sliek, geen posisies, when action speaks.
Net voor die son sak, sal ons steeds op aandag bly. Ja, uit de stofstraat, op 'n singplaat, sal niks ons onderkry.
Soek 'n kruis aan, ek's 'n breinman uit 'n mooi land. Roots is Khoisan, af 'n klein dorp, te gewoond aan die droë kant. Kan nie deal met hierdie system nie. Gee my A en B vir die politics, van dit verbeter nie. En daar's die legacy in die communities, gebroken families. Wat bedoel ek die? Wanneer kan het stop? Discriminatie tussen nasies, die situasie, broer, bring het tragisch. Arrogantie, sonder acties. Tranen loop, leeuword is met bloed gekoop. Kyk ons voort, God kom geen my nasie hoop. Vlees is hoop, die water sal die waarheid stoot. Waar het hoort, het ons dan nog recht
En
gehoord.
as ons snoer raak, net voor die son sak, sal ons steeds op aandag bly. Ja, uit de stofstraat, op 'n singplaat, sal niks ons onderkry.
Ja, miskien is my gesig te bleek, want daar's dinge wat net ek en jy van weet, yeah. Soos hoe elke werkgewer se kommunikasieband gepasseer is, 'n boesie fondasieband geformeer is, yeah. En as jou van langer is, kan jy maar nader. Veral as die nasionale keuse vergader, ook waarom ek ingeskakel bly op kanale van ander tale. Want het voel soms of dit gepraat word van hoe minder bevoorreg my eie taal is. Onze mense moet onder die skade in die son werk. Ja, dit wat jare terug gebeur, het gebeur weer, maar nou het dit 'n ander kleur. My mense sukkel weer, die Khoisan was weggebeer, maar waar daar 'n wil is, gaan die maan bly skyn. Al is daar geen sterre, ons lig sal brand, en as die kers klaar is, gaan die rook bly draai.
As ons snoer raak, net voor die son sak, sal ons steeds op aandag bly. Ja, uit de stofstraat, op 'n singplaat, sal niks ons onderkry. Almal wil bid maar, niemand wil gee en almal sê wat maar, niemand wil weet as ek verkeerd omdat ek vra, hoekom is ons so verdeel, wit, swart of geel, as altyd iets wat ons by mekaar kan leer, klomp vrae, geen verander, nog blaas, alle planne, jong manne moeg vir die, liewe wyn en ou kanne, staan saam Namibian, kyk ons nasie wankel, die wat swaar kry nog swaarder, laste dra vir mekaar soos olie en water, anders dryf op ander so opinie, en anders sien nie, want die klug is diep gewortel, die brawe nasie is heel ontkoppel, ons regeringshuis is omgedompel, is net vingers wys en skuld gee, maar ou besem sal net nooit 'n vuil huis kan skoonvee, en 'n nuwe besem sal ook nooit 'n ou besem kan 'n nul gee. Sy sien ons land het nie nodig vir die pyn nie, ek sal net nooit die land kan verruil, ons bly hier, so vat 'n hand, kies geen kant, van diese lang pad wat ons nou nog moet saamstap, God sal ons aanraak, moet net nie nou van alles hier wil kom sin, maar stil raak, net voor die son sak, sal ons steeds op aandag bly. Ja, uit de stofstraat, op 'n singplaat, sal niks ons onderkry.
Alright, welcome back one more time to the Sound of Silence with myself, DrumPIPO. I told you already, I'm hanging out with an amazing brother. You saw that music video. It's dope, guys. Look, if you need to feature this guy, sooner than later he'll tell you everything about himself and you connect with him. I mean, he's doing amazing stuff here in Namibia, and it's gonna be beautiful. We're still talking to my brother here. Look, this music video, that all the creativities, the juices that you put into it, what exactly is the song saying?
Yeah, so this is the second single from my group, Khoisan.
Okay.
It's the second time that we are a bunch of guys that met each other through the music.
Yeah.
And because we've got so much in common, some of us grew up together actually.
Yeah.
We decided to start working together. And the first song was called Khoisan.
Okay.
That was released 4 years ago, and then we released this one now.
Okay.
And when we released this one, the reception from the public was really nice.
Yeah.
Because the song has a very special message to it, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? We don't want to call it political raps, but at the end of the day, that's what it kind of comes down to, because we are asking very important questions of our government, of our people, of everyone out there. We're asking them, like, are we happy with what we are getting from these people, you know what I'm saying? And the song's name is Kai Danap, which means in Afrikaans slimkop, or clever mind, open-minded. So we're trying to poke fun at these politicians who think they are so clever and they can. Yeah, you know how it goes. I just
move
hope
us
the
around.
yeah, I hope the people enjoy the music, you know, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about.
Right.
If we're gonna make art that impacts our communities in a positive way, then I think that's half the battle won. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how you transfer your message to the public. I
Yeah.
mean, in terms of politics, they need to not act like they're too smart than the people who put them in power.
Yeah,
You know.
that's bro.
Because they seem to, get carried away one way or the other and feel that, look, I'm in power, let me do what I need to do
Yeah,
and
and
get some money in my pocket.
I think it's something like us as a continent, Africa as a continent.
Yeah.
We definitely have this in common. Like it's been shown over and over and over again
Right.
how these leaders
Yeah.
get in power and then they.
Forget who put them in power.
Yes, man.
Yeah. But tell me, look, if you look at the entire Namibian music industry, or Africa, or even the world at large, what is your biggest challenge in the industry?
Music in general, like musicians are struggling, you know. Album sales aren't making the money anymore.
Yeah.
We've got streaming platforms and all of these things and these ideas, but when you start crunching the numbers and you realize the amount of streams you have to have in order for you to actually make a living,
Yeah. Right.
it's ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? Like these big streaming platforms are designed to once again just keep the ones that are already in power. It
Yeah.
seems to be the same thing all over.
Yeah.
I think artists and musicians, especially creatives, we need to start really thinking about how it is that we can monetize our art without selling out.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, like without making it impossible for the common person, because those are the people that we want to touch with our music. It's the
Right.
people that you grow up with, the people you know in the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then these people might not have a smartphone. They might not have Spotify accounts, so they can't listen to the music if the music is only on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? And it's tough because we can't give the music away for free.
That's it.
We do have to make some return on our investment in
Right.
some way or the other.
Right.
And it's about figuring out how we're gonna actually do that. I think that's the biggest challenge music is going through at this moment, is
That's right.
figuring out how do we embrace this new technology
Yeah.
without neglecting the values that got us here in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what is your biggest fear in the industry?
To be misunderstood, I think.
Your message?
Yeah, I
or
think
your craft?
my message. I think for me, being an artist is about the message. It's always been about the story
Yeah.
and being able to tell the story. And especially because I do my music in Afrikaans, you know,
Yeah.
it's my mother tongue,
Yeah.
and the language in itself has such negative connotations to it
Yeah.
because of the apartheid era. But the truth is, when you start researching the origin of the language, you realize like this language wasn't the language of the oppressor, it was the language of the slave people. They needed to communicate amongst themselves, the Khoi and the Malay and all of these people. They needed to communicate, and that's why Afrikaans have so many Malay words, Khoi words, Xhosa words, you know, like
all
it's,
the slangs in there.
yes. And I feel it happens so often, like that I'm trying to, like for me, it's about not just the message, but empowering my mother tongue. Because Afrikaans, they say it's a living language.
Yeah.
And I see every day how the language is
changing.
It's changing because it's living, but it's at school level it seems to be dying out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's so sad. It's really sad because, like I said, it's one of the youngest languages in the world. You know. Yeah. And it's got the potential to still become something way bigger than what it currently is.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
So yeah, that's my fears, being misunderstood and not being able to actually do the work I feel I want to do, you know, and impact my community in the way I want to.
I got you. Okay, so if somebody wants to book you or listen to your music, where do they find your music? How do they get hold of you?
Yeah, y'all can follow me on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Nomad the Poet. So that's at Nomad the Poet, both Facebook and Instagram. My personal profile on Facebook is Lorenzo Bierkes. My YouTube channel, Nomad the Poet.
That's right.
Yeah. You wanna talk? DM me, bro. DM.
You wanna call up?
You wanna
DM.
call up?
He said
DM.
it all. He said it
Like,
all.
I'm just open if I can find more like-minded people, you know, like the way our relationship started, you know.
That's it.
I feel the year already
is
working out quite well for me, you know.
That's right. That's right. My brother, no, thank you so much for hanging out with me and talking to all the people, all the good people out there, you know.
Yeah.
All the best with your music. Let's check out your next video, and I'll see you on the flip side. All right, cheers, man.
Ja, MC's moet net los. Hot target. Daar is Jean-Claude Van Damme op een beat. Hijack stories. Brazama, my bras dalla. Vagin nog tot een Mukukala. Alibaba 40 dieven maakt mij niks nada. Een young Cassius, je weet dan ik is old school. Bompakkie, zeggen met die saus. Bro, oud kappie. Butterflies, oh bro. Rashistagi, die flow is cold bro. Juju, Malema, new school Mandela. Sta nader, Sondela. Luister, Mamela. Die straten, Sabella. Understand umbrella. Jullie is af, rug af, Steve Compella. Bruce Willis, die hard. Met Johnny sinne, naai hard. 9 levens, dijka. Chuck Taylor, Haika. En Rijwan. Ik krap je in die slimy, ik vreet die hele slybak. Yo. Langana, Thijs Lazarus Kandara. Michael Jackson weet, altijd kan gaga. Big Papa, nee noem me Young Dada. Boesman Lambada, net nu op bij zakka. In die area, binties in de rugzak. Op een skarrel, daar zie nog van niks smak. Voltijds een rooi vlag, nooit een wit vlag. Hier ongereed, jy die kracht, ik zit af. Mijn benen sterk, en jy steeds sterk gevriet. Vra is vrij, van talk is cheap. Chuck Norris, soos ek lirieke spieg. Afgebos Joster, hulle moet net nieg. Freddy Krueger, Astelvere op my slaap. Das vakkie se vijand, so sekkel wakker maak. Die straat sal harder raak, ek sal nie zachte raas. Ek sal die hardste lag, omdat ek een laaste lag. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Tires.
Guys, that's it for the day. Thank you so much for hanging out with myself and my brother right here on the Sound of Silence. I will see you. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so you get our future notifications of our upcoming shows. Until then, I will see you same time, same place next week. Bye bye.